Hey guys, it's me. I am brand new, opening up my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be giving just life advice. Making a documentary about the progress I'm making in my life right now. I'm currently 19 years old. I'm living in Houghton Lake. Got my own vehicle, whole 9 yards. And this is just a new experience for me, and I'm hoping this can be able to cherish off with you guys. Sorry for the words. Is all my life I've had extreme difficulties with many different things, and with usually the different things I have overachieved and I've accomplished, there's usually a background story behind that. So usually, how I'm gonna basically lead everything all into this is, I'm a individual that has a short-term disability, and that was, it was really based upon bad things that my mother has done to me all my life. If it wasn't for my grandparents at all, that took me in, that raised me, that did absolutely everything for me, the best they could do. They did the essential job of what a parent should always do for their child. And where I'm going with all this is, I've had obstacles all my life where it comes down to people saying that, you know what, you're not going to achieve anything, you're not going anywhere. Because, in today's world, many other peoples have to downsize you in order for them to be successful or them to make themselves feel better. But I've realized over the years that if you don't do that and you start looking back on the memories or the guidance you've had from your family or friends, it has usually determined by what your actions speak compared to others' words. And when I say that, others' words is someone else is going to try to define you as a human. And not many people are going to really understand when I say human, because most people don't think of that. Most people just think, okay, well, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna tend to do something somebody else cannot do, which that makes my life better. Basically, this video intro is not based upon, it's not based upon people being better than other people, but I want my videos to hopefully inspire some people and maybe help some people think about different things in life. I'm not gonna make it very long. I know we're at 3 minutes right now. I'm, like I said, guys, I'm fairly new to this. I really want to do this because it's just something. My biggest thing is I love watching Goon Squad. These guys have rebuilt two cars. I love watching these guys. They're fanatics. I am 100% diehard fan, but I've came to the point in my life where I've determined making something like this for myself, and getting the word out there. It's not, if I have family or if I have friends that are watching this, give your opinion on however you want it. This is my life. I'm going to live it how I want it because we all got one life here. Um, is, I need to start speaking out my feelings. And if people don't like that, I understand completely. We live in America. We, we can say whatever we want whenever we want. Um, and to really cut that short, is, the start this video. It's basically, um, I just came out of a relationship, and this relationship has been, I was with this person for 5 months, and out of all of it, I did the right thing as a guy. We all try doing that. We all have flaws. We all know that as men. We can understand one thing, and a woman can understand something more than what we can comprehend. It's just human DNA. One person understands more than the other. But really, realistically, where I'm coming from with all this is with this person I was with. So the whole thing to it is, I moved up here on the 4th um, of last month, and I basically got settled up here. I got good business opportunities. I'm gonna be going off to college, over at Mid Michigan Community College, and I'm gonna be starting my future there. And really the whole thing to it was I got up here, I did the right things, I started applying around, I started meeting locals. I just got off high school and all that, and basically how everything went was everything was going solid, and I was with this girl, and I mean, as a man, you consider, you find somebody that you can emotionally and mentally uh, open up to. And, and that was basically how this relationship was. I tried being open with this girl, and many other things. But, sometimes when you're open with people, honesty, some people can't handle honesty. Is it my fault that she couldn't handle some things I could be able to say or do? Most likely not. But how all this comes together is I came up here, like I explained to you guys, and basically from there, I, I met this individual, up at the place I'm living at, and, he seemed okay guy at first, and this and that, I'm not gonna include names because, I don't want to do that. It's just not who I am. I'm a good guy here. This guy wanted to start hanging around. I thought, okay, well, it'd be pretty interesting being, excuse me, being with, a newer person, trying to learn them, this and that. And it basically went from there, and then it went on from that to, him hanging around and being around him. He didn't really show me what, because I've been on my own for the past 4 years, and being on your own, you learn your life, you learn your responsibilities, you learn your priorities, on the whole 9 yards. And really the realistic thing out of all of it is, if you're gonna live somewhere and you want to have independence and all that, you need to take care of what you got to do. And this kid, I mean, I was nice. I fed him. He showered at my place. I gave him skin off my back, basically, to cut it short. And out of all this, I'm talking to you guys because you might be in the same boat I'm in right now currently. And if so, my heart really goes out to you, because I know I might not know the pain you're feeling at the moment as you're watching this video, but I know the mental and emotional feel, and that's how I've been. And but the whole thing to it was, she came over for the weekend, and she got there Friday, and she basically hung out with me. We did our regular thing, and then, well, things turned a little bit sour, because then she ended up hanging out with this kid I was taking care of. Because I cut my ties with him, because I took him up to the Roscommon County Courthouse up here in Michigan, and I tried doing the right thing, as any person would do. And basically, I went from that, and, I found out a lot of things that he did not openly say to me. And there's two things about me. There's, number one, you be honest from the start. If it's something really personal, I will respect that 100%. But if you just don't be honest with me with your background history, that is not a good way to start a friendship or a relationship or anything like that with a person. A person's people nowadays are gonna want to worry more about who you are, what your intentions are towards them, and the whole 9 yards. Things. People probably comment and say, okay, well, you could keep your life more privately. Well, I'm sitting here with a lot of good things going my way in life. And, any individual that's at my age is probably, there's different ways of life you look at it. How I look at it is, I have two bridges to cross. The first bridge I have to cross is achieving where I want to go in life. I'm working a freight associate. I get paid $12 an hour, the whole 9 yards, and I get paid good money, and that's a good starting opportunity just for a high school graduate coming out of high school, and the whole 9 yards. But my other bridge I have to accomplish is I have to be able to have a woman in my life. I mean, most people I've talked to, they've said, listen, man, do not worry about, take your mind off of a relationship. My grandfather's told me, Eric, don't worry about relationships. Worry about your priorities right now. And the trouble is, when you start listening to people like that, you're gonna, you can agree with them, and, you can participate, and all that stuff, but personally, you'll know for yourself if a relationship is really meant to be for you. I mean, everyone varies. I mean, there's going to be people that have higher jobs. I know that there's women out there that like men that have way higher wages. They get paid more. It's the whole 9 yards. But there's also guys like me, and there's going to be people that watch this video, and they might agree or they might not agree, but there's guys like us that really work hard. They've really faced a lot of challenges in life. And all you really want is to be happy. Not, family makes you happy, friends make you happy, but that is a certain happy aside from your personal happy. Personal happy, how I will explain it, is your personal happy is finding that someone in that little bubble of yours that you can basically know that whatever you do in life, they're going to be there to watch you achieve it. You're going to be there with them to share that success. When I say success, it's the money factor. It's, nicer things, bigger things, more vacations, more everything. And most people at my age wouldn't understand that, because kids currently at my age bracket everyone's so reluctant off of the parent that do everything. And I know there's a lot of people out there that make video intros. I mean, I'm one small little guy compared to millions of people in this world. So if I get the opportunity to have one of you people sit there and actually take the time to watch this video and, to really go and, just to have that, sense of patience is really appreciative. And I don't expect that. I don't expect anything out of this video, the whole 9 yards. And, and the whole thing to it is, out of all this, she cheated on me with him. And it just showed me, out of the goodness of my heart, of helping someone that was struggling, and I tried doing the right things as myself, and I failed as a person to realize sometimes you get taken advantage of, because I'll be honest with you, I believe in Jesus, I follow the Lord, but I also believe in science. I believe in revolution, because everything you do isn't based upon one man. One man created life. I can understand that. I respect that. I love that. You got to be able to put your mindset from where you want. And that's where I'm at in life. I've been in a relationship, another relationship way before this girl. And I mean, she was Christian, she was really good, she was very pretty. And it came down to, I wasn't religious enough. There wasn't enough to expect out of an individual like me. And for me to be able to get that insult, it wasn't really, okay, well, I don't really like this person anymore. It was more like, I need the compromise. How do I compromise to help this, and how can I help my situation with her? And usually, half the time, you don't understand as a man that, that you're doing the right thing. You're always on the guessing game if you're talking, you're trying to work the cycle with them. And, and she was wrong about that. She, when I met her mother, her mother was surprised that I was an individual that was, I suffered from a disability and everything. And she didn't feel that an individual like me that would be able to, she didn't feel that I'd be capable enough to take care of her daughter. And to me, in my mind, I found out that, okay, that it made sense, but it doesn't make sense how a parent would be reluctant off of someone that their child would meet. It doesn't matter race, race, religion, none of that. I believe in that equality is the real trueness of life. If you don't believe in equality, then I don't know who you are as a person. Selfishness is something, you have to be selfish sometimes, but you don't have to be selfish all the time. God made us as beautiful creatures. We need to be who we want to be and how we want to be at the right moments. And, my response back to her mother was, you know what? Okay, I understand that. But I would hope you would understand that I am not with somebody that truly play or mess with their mind, mentally and emotionally. And when I say that, and I say this, is guys my age, I've learned for the past 4 years after I got out of high school, I graduated 2018 of this year, and, the whole thing to it is, I've seen a lot of guys, I've seen a lot of men play women's emotions, and you'll get very close, and you'll act like you care, but, realistically, if you know your true intentions towards a woman, it's going to be pure. You're going to say honesty. I'm a person when I meet somebody, sorry my light went off, is my intentions towards a woman is going to be, I really want to tell them who I am. I don't want them to think I'm a fake individual. I don't want them to think any of that. And that was, that's been my issue with a lot of women I've dated, from the time from my sophomore year all the way up until where I'm at now is, sometimes I sort of think being successful comes at a risk of not having people there all of your life. Now, I'm much of a person, I like to keep my life private. This is, like I told you guys, this is a very new way to express myself in a different point of view. And when I close off my life to people, I only want certain people in it. I only have a very few certain friends because I don't want to keep up with the drama. And, when I have friends or I have family commenting on my Facebook, that, okay, well, you don't need to be going and posting stuff. You don't need to be doing this or that. Well, the trouble is, when you're a person like me, you hold things in. You hold your experiences. You hold things that you want to say, but you can't say. And, giving the opportunity that I'm going to give to you guys of understanding who I am, where I'm coming from, I'm really hoping that this really takes off in a good area of success, and I can be able to share, my success along the way with you guys. And, I will add, I will throw in prizes and stuff like that as my likes and all that stuff goes up. I don't expect that, my ultimate goal is maybe to reach like 35, 40 likes minimum. But, the whole thing to it is I just want you guys, just really get your feet wet with who I am and where I'm from, and, just, a short bit. And as I progress more into my videos, I'm gonna help. I don't know if I can inspire you. All I know is maybe my life can relate somehow to yours, and maybe it can help you in some way. And that's what I'm gonna try to do. Maybe expressing how I feel into this phone and out to you guys and what you guys think is really gonna help me, because maybe I'm just not finding the right people to talk to. Maybe I need a branch. Maybe I need to get my feet wet and swim out to other areas in the ocean. If you understand the terminology of that, but The whole thing to it is, I just really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if it was too long. I was hoping to cut it maybe by 15 minutes. We're going on about, I'll probably end this at about 23 minutes. Is, yeah, I want to make sure that you guys really understand. I know that I am a rookie to this, so to say. It's fairly different. I hope you guys don't take that wrong in a different way. But yeah, I definitely really look forward to being able to have you guys watch my video. I really appreciate for you watching this, and I really hope you enjoy it, and I really hope there's more to come. Please link down and subscribe below. If you can, like my videos, and then I really look forward to be able to have you guys around. All right, thank you.